And tonight we're hearing reaction to Moon Landrieu's passing from the governor, other elected officials, and a former state lawmaker who served with the late mayor. Paul Murphy reports Landrieu is remembered for his bold vision for New Orleans and his tireless efforts to bridge the divide between blacks and whites in our city.
It just came to my attention that one of our dearest friends in the political movement and this labor movement, Moon Landrieu, has passed away.
Union President Tiger Hammond made that announcement at the annual AFL-CIO Labor Day picnic in City Park.
Let me tell you something. Moon was one of the first political guys I knew when I got into office that was a champion for us, working families, union families.
Moon Landrieu leaves a rich legacy in New Orleans. Diana Bajwa was first elected to the Louisiana House in 1976 during Landrieu's second term as the city's mayor.
He got in there and really tried to help a lot of people. And I always will remember him because he opened up a lot of doors for African Americans and black people, people of color.
Current city leaders called Landrieu a role model and a champion for racial equality.
He was someone who stood up for racial justice, who stood up for economic justice, who worked to really push the city forward at a very difficult time in our nation's history.
He really laid the groundwork for a Dutch Morial, for Sidney Barthelemy, for Marc and everyone else, because he put African Americans in positions of power where they could change the shape of the city of New Orleans.
Governor John Bel Edwards called Moon Landrieu a defining voice for Louisiana as a state legislator, mayor, HUD secretary, and judge. He noted that Landrieu was the only member of the Louisiana House to vote against a 1960 bill that sought to defy federal integration orders.
Certainly he was somebody who looked at equality for everybody, and he served at a time when it was hard to do that in the South, but he did it. He was courageous, and I think that should be the example that inspires us.
It was mentioned a couple times here at the Labor Day picnic that it was only fitting that Moon Landrieu passed away on Labor Day. They say that there was no one who worked harder for the working man than the late mayor.
He will be remembered as making a great difference. And that's what you want to be. You want to be remembered for making a difference. And I think that's one of the things he did. He did make a difference.
Governor Edwards has ordered flags to be flown at half-staff on the day of Moon Landrieu's funeral. Paul Murphy, Eyewitness News.
Mayor Cantrell released a statement about Landrieu's passing. She said in part, quote, a civil rights trailblazer and dedicated public servant, Landrieu's urban policy vision helped shape this city, and the racial coalitions he built in the face of division continues to inspire generations.